Let's go. Let's do it. Do, 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 do.
Fine, I guess.
A zombie duck is now following me.
I forgot to follow you the other
So,
day.
Ducky,
Me.
here's the thing. Whenever I get a new follower, I have to make up a story about their life based on their name.
Oh, well, now I have to hear this. You realize, this better be really epic, because it's gonna be my bio from now on.
Alright. So, once upon a time, there was an ugly duckling. Okay. He lived around with a bunch of other ducks. And they never understood why. Of all of the other, unlike all of the other ducks around him, he was so hideous. And I mean, he was truly hideous. One of the most hideous things you have ever seen. Like, yeah, you don't, it's just not even understood why.
Poor duck.
And then, one night, this duck got so angry with being picked on so much because of how ugly he was that he decided he was going to show all of his duck friends, teach them all a lesson. So what he did is he found the nearest, weakest duck friend of his, because even though Ducky was ugly, he was strong. And like ungodly strong. Like you didn't want to go up against this duck. And he went up to one of his weaker friends. Quote unquote friends. And absolutely murdered them. And then started devouring the duck's body.
Oh,
and then,
cannibal ducks.
as he started eating this duck's brain, something strange happened. The ugly duckling started to become beautiful. And that's when this duck realized that as long as he eats brains, he will be a beautiful duck. So what did he do? He invited all of his friends over for a party. And also invited this Chinese man. Now, I don't know what all you know about Chinese men. Or Chinese in general. But they absolutely love ducks. To eat them. So this Chinese man, he killed all of Ducky's friends that showed up for the party. And the deal was, the Chinese man could have all of the ducks' bodies as long as he left their brains. And that's when Ducky learned that he would be beautiful forever. In the hearts of millions.
I love that.
Oh my god,
That
that
was
is really awesome. And also, you're the reason I cry at night.
That was a beautiful story.
That's going in the fucking bio.
Did I get a story? I followed you ages ago.
I'm even gonna put in all the lines about how ugly it is, and like hideously ugly. And don't forget, he was really ugly. Don't underestimate that. That's fucking hilarious. I love it. Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome. Thank you for following me on Twitch.
I followed you ages ago. I want a story now too.
Oh, that was before I started doing this. So
I will unfollow you and follow you again then.
well, what's your Twitch username? Is it Frozen Death Bell also, or is it something else?
So it's Obsidian Witch.
Obsidian Witch. Okay. So this is because Obsidian Witch followed me on Twitch a long time ago. That rhymes. And I wish I were good enough at storytelling to be able to come up with an entire story that just rhymed. What on
awesome.
earth? Did you just use your super and completely suck at it?
No, that was my
Ducky.
grenade.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then. Alright, so. Obsidian Witch.
Success
Okay, so once upon a time, there was this little girl. And she lived in a very square world. Okay? Like, everything was made out of blocks. And in this square world, she found her home in a volcano. And this was the most dangerous volcano in the world. And only she could live there. Which was very sad for this Obsidian Witch. Because that meant that she had no friends.
Oh.
And having no friends is sad.
Yep. Very.
But then one day, on her 18th birthday, she found out she had a superpower. She had the power to control water and bring it into the volcano. Which, for you Minecraft fans, of course, you know what happens when you bring water into a volcano.
Oh yeah.
Tacos.
Yeah. So, she discovered that with this water, she could turn all of the lava into this very precious metal called obsidian. Okay? And when she created the obsidian, it cooled down the volcano enough to where people started to come visiting. And because of obsidian being such a valuable resource, there was villages that were building themselves up around this volcano, and they discovered who brought them all of the obsidian. It was this nice obsidian witch. So they build a giant statue to her, and make they build a temple as well. And every night they go to the temple to pray to this obsidian witch that she brings them good fortune for the rest of their days. Now, this obsidian witch was very nice, but she started to become bored. And she thought, what do gods do? And then she remembered the story she had heard of old, of gods that smited villagers who did not give enough, donations to the temple. So this is what she would do. Anyone who made her angry in the village, she would sneak into their room at night and use her water powers for evil and drown them. And for those of you who don't know, drowning is one of the worst ways to die. Because you sit there, and then your body all of a sudden decides, oh my god, I'm going to breathe even though I know I shouldn't. And this obsidian witch gained no greater pleasure than watching her victims take their final breath. So she decided that maybe it was time to be a little meaner. And that is when she decided that the firstborn child of every family had to be sacrificed to her. But after that, it was okay. You could have as many children as you wanted, and the obsidian witch would give you blessings. Unless you crossed her. And that is all I can think of for the story of the obsidian witch.
That's awesome.
I'd like to put
So that is the end.
Told you you're a horrible person.
Well, don't forget you've got to sacrifice some children to me.
Ducks don't count, not villagers. I love your stories, they're awesome.
That was awesome.
Oh, I'm glad.
You didn't realize I'm gonna harass you all the time though when we play. I was like, Ben, tell me a story.
The funniest thing is, like, when we first met, that was what me and Duck used to do. Tell stories like that to each other.
It's like when you're playing those marathon of games, you turn around, it's like, I'm bored. Belle, what? Tell me the story.
Well, it used to be just purple, what you called me, but
What is
you know.
what is the burn? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know, but I'm gonna die.
Airborne. More damage.
Oh god.
Okay, we're good. I just wanted to know that before I resurrected myself.
Oh, Thug would like to know his. Oh yeah, we'd like to know Thug's as well.
Wait, what?
Thug. He wants to know his story.
Duck knows his story. I just told him.
No, Thug!
Thug!
Oh, Thug. Oh, Thug. I don't even remember your story. So, Thug Swagalicious is his Christian name. He was born in West Philadelphia. Okay. Now, Thug Swagalicious, he didn't like this one guy in West Philadelphia, so he decided that it was time to really start training to get rid of this guy. And the reason Thug hated this guy so much is because he was the self-proclaimed Fresh Prince of West Philadelphia. And that's where this Fresh Prince was also born and raised. Now, Thug Swagalicious, he knew that this Fresh Prince spent most of his days on the playground. And this Fresh Prince, he'd be chilling out max and relaxing all cool. And he would shoot some b-ball outside the school. And that's when Thug Swagalicious and a few of his friends got into one little fight with this Fresh Prince, which made this Fresh Prince's mom get scared, to the point where she said that this Fresh Prince had to move with his auntie and uncle in Bel Air. So of course, now this Fresh Prince, or now Thug Swag, I should say, he realized that he was the new Fresh Prince of West Philadelphia. Which is high honors, because, you know, Philadelphia, they're known for a great many things, like Michael Vick, who is a dog-beating football player, who I also believe is part of Thug Swagalicious gang, which is, you know, good for him, because someone's got to fend off those dogs. So he took over West Philadelphia, and he was the most feared face on the playground. And the end of the story here, and this is where it gets really weird. Nobody actually knows the age of Thug Swagalicious, but the playground he rules over is just filled with like 5-year-olds. So he's really proud of himself for ruling over 5-year-olds.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
That was good.
That was really good.
I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that too.
I don't care, I enjoyed it.
Hi, I'm
Is
locked
there
out.
an objective?
No, there's no
Oh, there we go.
objective in this. It's just survive.
Alright, so he's 20 apparently, and
Yeah, I see
enjoys
that.
beating up 5-year-olds.